Today, I want to talk to you about something that I wish someone had told me years ago. And that is you do not have to be an influencer to make money with affiliate marketing. Hey there, beautiful human. Welcome to Life by Design, the show where strategy meets sanity and family focused entrepreneurs learn how to build profit without burning out. I'm your host, Kim Ward, digital marketing strategist, coffee enthusiast, and proud Pinterest nerd. Here to help you grow your income, your impact, and maybe even your peace of mind. If you're ready to trade overwhelm for clarity, hustle for harmony, and start creating a business that actually fits your life instead of the other way around, you're in the right place. Grab your notebook or, hey, your favorite cozy drink. Let's dive into today's episode because around here, we believe success shouldn't cost you your sanity or your Saturday. Hey friend, welcome back to Life by Design. If you're new here, I'm Kim, mom, coffee-fueled strategist, and a big believer that building income online should not require you to sacrifice your peace, your values, or your family. Let's breathe that in for a second, friend, because you don't need a huge audience. You don't need a ring light wall in your office. You don't need to dance on reels like your rent depends on it. Unless you want to, then girl, get it. But what you do need is a message, a perspective, and a desire to help real people find real solutions. Affiliate marketing at its core is just recommending things that you believe in and letting the link do the work. And when it's done right, it's one of the most family-friendly business models on the planet. So let's talk and just uncover what affiliate marketing actually is. And basically, it's sharing products, courses, software, books, supplements, things that you're already using and you love, and you get to earn a commission when someone makes a purchase through your link. You've done this anyway. We all have. If you've ever told someone which air fryer you love, right? Or your favorite skincare brand. My friends and I do this all the time. Oh, girl, you got to try this coffee. Or, hey, this planner is saving my life. Or the book that changed your perspective. Congrats. You're already doing affiliate marketing. You just weren't getting paid for it yet. So, affiliate marketing simply adds that missing link, literally. And, I started affiliate marketing. It's been 10 years now. And, I got to tell you, it's been one of the most rewarding things. I remember being back in the corporate world, working 60 hours a week. I was generally that mom to pull up to daycare at the last minute. There were times that my older children, they were the last to get picked up. I had to pay $1 per minute when I was late. And that was horrible. I used to cry. I used to pray. I remember calling my mom when she was still alive saying, isn't there something I can do from home so that I don't have to leave my babies just to make more money? Because that's counterproductive. I'm not going to trade my time for money just to take that money and pay someone to raise my kids. And that's why when Adriana was born, she's my third child and our baby, I made that decision. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going back to the corporate life. And I didn't. She's going to be 11 in a few months, and she's never had daycare, a nanny, a babysitter. She's literally been with Rich and myself together as a family since the day she was born. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But one of the biggest myths about affiliate marketing is that you need to be like influencer level visible. And come on, man, that's just not the truth. Your influence equals your trust. Like, how much do people trust you in your circle, not your audience size? We've got to talk about this real, because you can have 150 followers. You can have a tiny email list, Or you could have a small circle of real humans and still make income because you're helping someone solve a real problem. And you have to know this, that people don't buy from the loudest person in the room. They buy from the person who gets them. And you know who tends to be better at that? Women, moms, introverts, feelers, people who've lived some life and can just tell the damn truth. You don't need to be the loudest. We don't need to be the loudest. We just need to be real. And that's why I love having these conversations on the podcast. So let's get practical. I want to talk to you about the helpful human strategy. And it's very simple. It's only 3 steps. Number 1, if you're considering affiliate marketing, I want you to pick the problem that your people have. So example might be overwhelm or wellness, right? They may be fighting some health concerns or some conditions that they are like, I know if I tweak this in my life, it'll fix that problem. Maybe budgeting or time management. How about meal planning? That's very real. My husband and I, we've been ordering from we tried HelloFresh for a while. We loved it. Not going to lie, we liked it a lot. It was a little more expensive than we would have liked. Like if we had the time to sit down and plan our meals and shop for the ingredients, there's no way that we would spend the kind of money that HelloFresh was charging. So we just found a new, very, very comparable to HelloFresh. And I think it's called Every Plate. We're getting our first delivery this week, and it's a fraction of the price of HelloFresh. That solved a problem for us. We're very busy. We're constantly running. We run an Airbnb. I run my business. My daughter is like full speed in basketball. We're caregivers for my dad, who's going through a very aggressive cancer journey. We've got our hands full. And as a matter of fact, we don't get paid affiliate money. But if you're looking for something, I will go ahead and link that meal prepping kit that we're using. I think you may get like a little savings, or maybe you and I both get a credit. I'm not sure how it works yet, but I'll link that down in the show notes. And so that's it. You just pick a problem that people have. Number 2, share your story around it. And please, not the perfect one. Share the messy one. I've told my story every chance I get, in workshops, virtually, on stages, in rooms, in small rooms, in big rooms. When I was 8 months pregnant with my daughter, my mom decided just 3 days after Christmas, she was going to take her own life. And this was in 2014. And that's the moment that I was telling you earlier. I realized like, oh my gosh, something in me snapped. And I'm not saying that my mom dying at the age of 51 was a good thing. I miss her every day. However, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't shift and be the person that I am today, helping so many family-focused people, right? Start affiliate marketing, be successful in affiliate marketing. And I remember looking at Rich saying, I will never trade my time for money. I will never go back to work for someone else just to take that money and pay someone to raise our daughter. And that's literally how I found this entrepreneurial spirit that I didn't even know I had in me. I knew I was a type A. I knew I could hustle. I knew I was always willing to do the things that I needed to do for our family. I just didn't know I had it in me to create the level of business success from home that I have. And in the last 10 years, I've done well over $1 million in online personal sales. I've retired Rich. He's been retired from the fire station for over 6 years now. Like I said, our daughter has been with us every step of the way since she was born. And we've traveled the world. This girl has seen London, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas. We just go everywhere and do everything. She's been nagging us. Japan is on her list now. I'm like, why Japan? But we're down for it. We want to, and we want to help you do the same. And so I've shared that story, and people resonate because they realize, like, damn, I don't want to bust my butt for the man and continue to sacrifice my bucket list, my memories, the small years that I have with my children or my grandchildren, you know? So just share what helped. Share what helped, and that's going to be your affiliate link. Sorry, there's like this weird little fly that's driving me nuts. When you share what helped, it could be a product, it could be a service, and that's going to be your affiliate link. You're not going to go out there and yell, buy this now, right? But if you do, and when you do, say, hey, this helped me when I felt blank. And if it helps you too, here's the resource. Warm, honest, relatable. That's what sells now. So why affiliate marketing works so well for family-focused entrepreneurs, I think you know that, right? We wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be still listening to me if you didn't know that. But I'm going to reiterate some things maybe you hadn't thought of, or just reconfirm some things you're excited about. You can do it in tiny pockets of time. My circle, my friends, anytime they're looking at a new software for business, or anytime they're going to make a purchase from Amazon, because Rich and I are Amazon influencers, they always text me, message me, DM me, and say, hey girl, do you have a link for this before I do it? And that's what happens. You know, we think when we attach let people know that we're going to get paid if they do something, that they're not going to want to do it. And that's the exact opposite. And I used to have that limiting belief. I didn't want people to know. Like, I wouldn't disclose my affiliate links. That's illegal, by the way. But this was 10 years ago, because I was afraid if they knew I was going to make money, then they would lose interest. And real friends and real supporters are never going to treat you that way. Sorry, I went off on a little side tangent there. You can build income while you're living your life. Like I said, I've made money from the beach, from the pediatrician's office, from flying first class to Puerto Rico, in London. It doesn't matter. I remember walking the beach it was October of 2024. The family and I went back up to New Hampshire, where I'm from. I'm from Massachusetts originally. And we were walking Hampton Beach, and I saw a payment come through for, how much was that? It was a couple $1,000s. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I showed my husband literally while we were on the beach. It was October. And I was like, look at this. This is why we do this. You don't have to be on 24/7. You can grow slowly, you can grow steadily, and you can absolutely grow without the burnout. And this is coming from someone who is burnt out, from what I can remember, like truly burning out twice. And that was in the beginning, where I had this like real go get 'em attitude right after I retired rich, because I didn't know my numbers. I didn't know when the money was coming in and where the money was coming from. So I created this work guilt. And I felt like if I wasn't at my computer, or if I wasn't on my phone, that money, it was fear, really. And that led me to overwork myself. And you're not productive when you're working all the time. You're really not. So it's income layered into your real life, not something that you have to rearrange for your whole life. And I want that for you. I've learned how to do that for me. We live a great life. We are completely debt free. We own multiple homes, multiple cars. We have no debt. And we get to travel, like I said. You know, our daughter, who toured the Tower Castle and got her beautiful gown from the Tower Castle and saw the crown jewels at the age of, what was she, 9, maybe 8? And she learned how to scuba dive in Puerto Rico. It's been a great experience. And I can tell you, you know, if I were still working in the corporate field, I come from the medical background. I was a clinical lab manager. I loved what I did. I loved my patients. I was very, very good at what I did, but I would have never had a life. I lived to work. So if you're hearing this and you're thinking, okay, Kim, I'm ready, but I need support. I need structure, steps, and who knows, maybe a cheerleader with coffee. Well, I've got 2 resources for you. They're both simple and they're both very beginner friendly. So the first one is, it's called DGC for short, and that stands for Digital Growth Community. It's an all-in-one system that teaches beginners how to market online the right way. You get training, you get community, you get coaching. And this sounds absurd because if you're new to affiliate marketing, you're going to ask yourself, how is this possible? But you get 100% commissions on the products themselves. Yeah, it's crazy. So there's no overwhelm. It's simple and it's guided learning. So I'm going to link that in the show notes, but you can learn more about that by going to savvyonsocial.com. Savvy is SAVVY, savvyonsocial.com. You'll actually see a picture of me, Rich, and Adriana standing in front of one of the cruises. We went on to the Bahamas last year on that. And then number 2, I created a community on the school platform called Pin to Profit Network. And this is really for affiliate marketers who want to build passive search-based traffic using Pinterest. If you want sales to come to you instead of chasing people, this is literally where it happens. So, friend, here's your permission slip. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to begin quietly, simply, and honestly. Your voice is enough. Your story is enough. You are enough. So let's build the life that you want, not the life that drains you. And that's why we call this Life by Design. I'll see you in the next episode.